Welcome to my game development stream. As always, first I start my development environment, then I play one round of my game, and after that I decide what I work on today. Wait for the terminal first. One command to start stuff. I have to wait for a few lines to appear before, so I know it's ready. While it's working, I can read what I'm currently working on. I did do the upgrades for Spellmaker, so I now wanted to play test a bit, I guess. Okay. Let's it runs in the browser, localhost for me. Most likely I delete data, so I'd start fresh. And I think I press my debug button for Spellmaker, which is currently work in progress. It's playable. Fire and explosion lightning. Let's do the Qn totally easy version. Lightning is currently overpowered. I didn't do balancing yet. I can now just click and stuff will die. Do I have autocast? No, I don't have autocast. Do I have a limit in how far I can click? I don't think so. Wait. But it cannot connect. Interesting. What do I want? Turret? Move? Proximity? Let's take turret. Even though it doesn't help me yet. Because I cannot... Wait. This is enough. But I have no... Do I have orbit? No, I don't have orbit. Okay, a move, explosion, fire line. Could check. Move is too bad. I wanted to read. I should pause and see the full text just to see it's working. Okay, Seeker, fireline, tool fireline, hold button and drag mouse to paint path. And have move attaches, can have next thing, no. Tool explosion, mouse, move vertical, change damage, mouse, move horizontal, change size. Oh no. Move tool seeker. Just to close this object on my... Okay, but I... Lightning cannot have a move attached, so fireline is the only one. Autocast. Let's do autocast, I guess. Put this on autocast. And now I can... Orbiter, okay, I like this more. Let's delete. I have turret. It's some mana. No, I need an undo. Let's see. This is now orbiting, it's too close. Here. Orbiter. 22 mana is fine. I need next stage, and on the stage the lightning. And I put it on autocast. Okay. And now I wait until I have a few. Can also press myself. Okay, so this should now be oops, I should not have walked in there. Okay, one outside. Should I? So the king, I ignore the king fight. I'm interested how far I will be able to run. Oh, I have everything. Oh. Two shots per enemy, I think. I think each bullet one-shots me. So 30,000, will I? Interesting. Okay, safe. Oh, oh, oh. Close, close. I think this is currently the easiest. But as long as I have not done the last upgrade. I think I will. I can make it. Single bullet will. But if even increased the range, the it is got. I'm interested. Is this doing enough damage? This can, but it will use itself up, yes. Uh, no, yeah, made it. Ja, good, I don't lose. Goes to shielding. I didn't think I would stand inside. No, he's using himself up. What? Think. Ah, sowas. Trigger. Should not have taken this one last. Oh, perfect. Oh, okay. Interesting. So this was one round. He builds up so much damage. So if I would give them a maximum time limit, it would probably weaken it. Okay. Spellmaker seems too strong. Lightning seems too strong compared to the rest, but I currently don't have choice, let's say, because it's not balanced. There's no need for multiple spells. I have to think a bit. So what is the... Okay, PvX is a different problem, but I'd also go for spell types and see if this changes it a bit. But I have the feeling that the turret lasts forever is a problem. Okay, I will limit it, I guess. Turret has a max time. Else it's full turret. Disappears. Disappear. Yeah, double P. Okay. Disappears. Let's say 1 min. This means have here the turret. Remove time. Get game time here. But I use remove time differently. So I remove time. Game time plus... What did I say? A minute? So 60,000. And yes, okay, I mean, optimal case, this would be a constant, which I can insert. Let's max duration. I like this more. Number. Now I should check how I use remove time. Delete object if I okay, either check the remove time and it's time to remove it, or else I check mana cost. Okay, fair. Works. Here is when I don't have a stage, I just remove it after a second. Fair. This is good enough. Should already work. Okay. Now I made it an input, so I have const max duration. No, max duration is, oops. Max duration divided by 1000 and sync to fixed. This should give me this value, and now I have to put it in when I create it. Should have, here is the problem. It was the third. Position, move attachment, next stage, max duration. So here I believe. Spellmaker. Turret. Oh, I didn't read. Move orbiter I wanted. Give the stage. Lightning. And now I wait a minute. It should disappear. I have 4. And I wait a bit. Okay, they disappear, perfect. Now let's see, I have 4. I need to disappear after using up all the mana, perfect. Okay, worked. Spellmaker turret max duration. Guess I balance a bit now, balance stuff. So lightning too strong, but I have no real scaling. So something needs to multiply my damage, I guess. Or how can I reach higher damage values is basically the idea. Maybe the turret is multiplier. So I make it that combination of stuff buffs damage. But then I can just create chains which get more effective. Okay, balance stuff, but I think current problem autocast simple light is strongest by far. How can I make creating complex stuff is the better choice? I probably also was I able to put more on the turret? I mean, I will have everything. So I have turret, give it mana, go into the next stage, put in lightning, and I put fire line. Both works, doesn't it? Okay, it doesn't. Let's put orbiter on it so I can. I have to delete it. The fire line is now orbiting. Turret. Orbit. Lightning. Fire line. And explosion. Yep. Do I? Okay. Yes, this is what he does. So I can do multiple things at once. Also, undo was one thing, but doesn't matter, does it? So if chaining is the strongest, then it's turret, shooting a turret, shooting a turret, shooting a turret, and so on would be Maybe there is like the more tools I used, I get a mana discount. So if I'm able to effectively use more string things together, but then I would just make it the cheapest of everything, I guess. I think a bit. Oh. What is a good way to give damage boni? I mean, I could do something like I level my ability based on the damage done by a tool. So like I can level up tools and each level up tool decreases mana. This sounds like complicated, but when a tool is doing damage, it levels up and gets mana efficient. But this would gets more, not the tool in it makes the ability mana efficient. And damage multiply. So this would force me to level up my tools. But how do I display it? It would solve the issue that I want the player to try different things. Could also increase mana and max mana or something. Like, but I have no, but figuring out. Oh. What tools are part of the ability is difficult unless each ability is to think of it. Well, I like the idea. Not each tool can do damage, but let's go through them. If my let's get each one again. So proximity cannot do damage, but if my next stage does damage, I should also assign it to the proximity. Give it to the proximity, I have to. And do the proximities move. This means my fire line, my explosion, and my lightning. Okay, I'm missing lightning. Need to know the spell pass. When they do damage. When they kill something. So when I have spell type, I could this also have double auto cast. What? Wait. Triple autocast. Ah, I see it. This is a bug. Ah, yes. How can I... This is not reset. I have no reset. Okay, this is a problem. Bug. Autocast. Description adds itself. Each restart. Making it more and more times. So if I want to go with this, this is more like solution ideas. This would mean I need to combine, level up, but in the end I could have a simple lightning. Continue thinking a bit. The question is, do I think how to solve it or do I think for other solutions? When I just improve it when it's cast, it feels off. So I should do it when it does damage, and based on the amount of damage, then I will see, I guess. Probably also means I want to display on the tooltip how far I leveled it. Maybe there's a maximum efficiency, but I will see, I guess. Okay, I think the route seems decent. The goal is set. Leveling tools improves stuff. Based on the levels I get a mana, get better mana efficiency and damage. Then I can scale it somehow. And if I maxed every tool, I will be strong. Then I can make it simple or complicated. Now the question is, how can I find out who I contribute to damage? I probably would need a spell ID together to the ability ID. Or can the spell do it? I think a bit. I have Explosion was the only one which is not its own. But Fireline and Lightning are. I could copy Explosion so I can care for its own code. Because here I know how much damage I do, but I'm not affected by. Would know how damage the target takes. And I could also do it a little more efficiently. At least if it hits more targets that I reuse it. Thinking a bit. But it's possible here. That I have a affected tools list. Damage and affected tools, and this gives experience, and then it is assigned because I have my own function and they live outside of stuff I can edit here. Okay, I could also shortly check explosion. No, not this one. Explode has, oops, 120 lines. Okay, this is nothing. And in the end, I use a different function. So I need to copy a bit more, I guess. Okay. So there's work behind it. I'm not yet so sure about. I mean, I could ignore explosion for now. Thinking more. It is maybe more complicated than I think. I could I mean, if I have infinite levels, which probably makes sense. But higher levels take more and more damage to do. If I bind it directly to the spell and the ability object, it's probably not even too hard to determine. Do I care for overkill damage? Also a good question. Probably the way to go, I guess. But I still want to think a bit more. When I put think a bit currently monster give experience. Then the question is, do I care for monster kill or damage done? The damage done is good enough. Do I just add experience value here and let's say total XP? Based on it, I could do log 2 to get a level or something. So doubling gives a level. Don't know if this is useful. The first level would pretty fast, which is fine in a way. Maybe take a different curve. It's more that my lightning is just far too strong at the start. Normally 100 damage is the first, so I would log to probably minus 10 levels or so. 100, 200, 400, 800, and then it's fine. Then I have a level, I guess. I could try to display the level. And when I calculate mana cost, when I level up, I have to recalculate the mana cost, which is based on all 2 levels added together. I guess. So is it more like total damage number? I am here in float 64 probably, so I don't care, this should work. Level number. This is fine. But this is not where I have to put it. I have to put it here. Each tool has these values. And I cannot assign default values here. Okay, so I have level 0 Total damage 0. Okay. No, 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 no. Yep. Yeah, okay. Now they would have these two values. And now, when I do lightning, don't know if total damage is damage contribution, could be, I could call it. Now I would need to, when I lightning, oh, here it's already too late, is it? No, here it's not on cast, on spell cast. I have the create object, it's a lightning, I don't know what's before. Okay, bad. Can I figure it out? I start probably here somewhere. Spellcast, and spellcast is I go over all created objects and cast them. Shouldn't here be already recursion? They just have the function. They don't do anything specific. They do, so the next stages care for it. Do they? This is just copied code. Yes, it's copied code. There's no real need for them to care for it. Is there? Okay, they know the timing when to. And then I could change this to a global function. And it all runs over the spellcast function, which could have an array of toolchain, basically. It starts empty and each tool assigns itself. Think a bit. I continue thinking. Should I for now just take this out? So this is probably the part which is duplicated. Where I take cast next stage basically as function ability Spellmaker cast next stage. Something like this. I will need a next stage, which are these. Do they have different positions? I should. Am I only interested in a position now? I have an ability object, I guess. And I need game. Okay. I should have ability object to it. Next stage, ability object and game. Okay. Import. I hope I didn't delete anything before. Let's just double verify. No, this looks fine. which now means take ability object. I need to do stuff. I cast the next stage. Do I know the tool? I should have it. Yes, I have it. The type. But here I don't know if the ability object has Spellmaker ability object data essentially. Be able to just check for it. I think a bit more. Oh, is my time even an hour left? So more than enough to get the first version, I believe. Or more than enough to start, but I don't know if I get it done. So I just, again, can just try out for one moment if still everything works, or if I broke something. So I need to check proximities. No, I want Seeker. Next stage is explosion. And here go an autocast. Wow. Could I staging Seeker change it? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Autocast again. Okay, so I have to believe it still works. Can I delete proximity stage explosion? I mean, he will fire as fast as he needs to, I believe. And the 6. Now I go to autocast. Perfect. Against small enemy, I'm safe, I believe. Okay, he reached me. I just play this to the end, I guess, and see how far I can get. And 750 is the next. What? Edit. This is 15k. So I stop here. Okay, so I have to believe. There's no guarantee that it is enough, but okay. Again, why do I get so many shooter? Okay, but this worked still. Next is experience. Explosion is the one thing I cannot do currently. But I also don't want it to be part of let's make it part of lightning only for now. So I would have tool chain as a value, I believe. Array of strings. And this would be the value I need to be added here. String array. I have tool chain. And this would mean, first of all, someone is calling this, and it's marked here already. This is spellcast. It was empty string would be possible, but this is Spellmaker tool lightning. Now I just put this in because I have no other information. I have the tool chain. Now if I tick into damage, I would need to find don't need to do it here. I'd do it here, I guess. Export function Spellmaker ability tool damage add tool damage. Would mean I have the ability, and this has to be Spellmaker. I will need damage, number, and game. Not sure about game. Yeah, I need the tool chain. Chain string array. So for tool chain, let I need to find tool ability create tools, find have the tool is it type or subtype? Type tool key. If I have the tool, or I could say if I don't have the tool, I continue to have less indentation. Tool total damage plus equals damage. Tool level would be tool damage, total damage. Now I need some formula. This is probably mass log 2. Could divide this by 100. Essays takes a bigger number. Don't know, is this necessary? I cannot have negative damage. And log 2 of 0 should be 0, isn't it? Nas log, I'm just... No, it's minus infinity. Okay, but this should work. Oh, no. Okay, this works. So if I have 100 damage, 1,000 damage, 10,000 damage, 100,000 damage, 1 million damage, 10 million damage, 100 million, 1 billion. Okay, for now this might be fine. And at the end I would need to I also floor it. Maybe not. Gives me an hint of how far I'm in the level, but let's ignore for now. Spellmaker adds tool damage. This means when I do damage, I have the ability. The ability I do not have. That's the tool chain should be on the object lightning. Tool chain. Game. So now I need the ability. And there I should have functions. Oh, the source damage factor. No, I don't care. Ability object. Let's see how I do with this. Not in here. In character by ID. It's not quite. It's close. This could be fine. So I make a custom search because it's very specific. Because I want only players to be. And ability by ID. If I do this, it's ability, ID, and game. He searches. And ability and owner by ID. First searches players. So I do this because I'm only interested in this case. For each player, ability ID is ability object, ID reference. If this exists, it's not undefined, then I search. What is result? Result. Ability, can this be? Okay. If result, and say let is an ability Spellmaker or undefined. Let's start as undefined. Here I would have ability equal ability Spellmaker. And now I can check if ability, I have the ability. You should be happy, you are not happy. Damage, I forgot the damage. Okay. Now lightning gets some damage, I would assume. Think a bit. I have for lightning counter, and now I want the ability Spellmaker to be influenced by it. Essentially get mana. If mana factor is a number, and damage factor, but this mana level factor and damage level factor. Okay, he should complain, because I now need the values for it. And this should be 1, 1. And where do I care for mana efficiency? Because on the turret, on mana calculation, I should does each spell care for itself? Maybe. Okay, so I think in here I somewhere. No? Where do I calculate mana cost? I am lost. Ability Spellmaker. Calculate mana cost. Was this a recursive one? I believe it is. So, who is in the end? Castability. 1, 2, 3 cases. On the turret, I have the mana cost And here is the mana cost. Where do I need to insert myself? Because if I would change it here, it would affect multiple times, which I do not want. I don't know how deep I'm in. And it's also dependent on the turret, so maybe I should. I could affect this by the multiplier. And I have it each 3. Which should be fine. So this is Emir mana. Okay, this should be fine. This is move and the current tool. These 3 are fixed. This one is recursive, I don't affect it. This one is this one needs to calculate. Calculate mana cost. Mana cost. It is affected later. So here I don't need it, I believe. But here I need it. But I don't have the mana level factor here. But I can easily add it, can't I? Ability, Spellmaker turret. Not quite. Because this could be created in different ways. I have a mana value here, but this is a turret mana. I have to think for a moment. I definitely need to influence it. spellcast. This confuses me. I think the spellcast is what I also call the next stages, and there I do not have the mana factor. So I can get here from 2 different routes. This is why I made values the way they are. If I put in the mana factor here, it's probably the way to go, I guess. Okay, I try it. Factor number. This makes it quite complicated, does it? Because this mana factor would need to be part of spellcast, and spellcast is defined here. Cast position is put in a mana factor here. This breaks everything. Now I have ability SM, so this is ability SM mana level factor. This can easily add it. Here I come with an ability object. And this is now a problem. Because these require additional information. Or can I expect these to have value? Maybe. I think a bit. They have to need, but they need specific ability Spellmaker objects. Okay, maybe let's try. Ability Spellmaker object, ability object, and they have a mana factor number. And the tool chain would also be part for it. String array. Okay, let's change this up. And now I have the ability Spellmaker object. This needs to be used in lightning. I do this, and then I can remove this. And now I need to have an ability Spellmaker object here. And because I have an ability Spellmaker object, I can ability object mana vector and this gets quite complicated. This ability object, tick ability object. Ability Spellmaker object. Oh, you are happy, I guess. Because it has to be one. No proximity. It's not yet. It's an object circle. Oh god. I need these values. I have to check the reason I have these. Because I believe there's no real reason. So if I change to Spellmaker object, I just need to find out which values. Radius. Yes, I need to add here, and then I might be fine again. Mana factor. Mana factor. Number. It's getting complicated. And I need tool chain, and this is now I currently have no idea. I should not fill it with something incorrect. Tool chain string. So if I have tool chain here, I would need to add myself, don't I? Maybe not. Time will tell. I am lost. But why is he not displaying anything currently? Did he crash? He's looping? Okay, he's completely lost. Because I forgot comma here, it seems. Okay, now I have a list of errors I can go over. Readability, Spellmaker turret now needs... But I forgot that I changed spellcast. So it should no longer match here, correct? Because spellcast now has mana factor on which before the end. Mana factor and okay. Same here. Where was it here? Mana factor before the tool chain. Was the tool chain also new? Faction. Okay, I have the mana factor here, but it should still complain. Because I need the tool chain. And this needs to be part of spellcast, doesn't it? Is it matching? Doesn't spellcast need the tool chain? It does. But it's getting complicated, not doable today. 6 errors. Technically, I could put in just my proximity thing. Spellmaker tool proximity. I have something, but this is not. It needs to be at the end. Mana factor. Doesn't it need mana factor? It's required because it's mana factor. Let's do this order for now. And I have one factor. Okay. Down to 3 errors. Spellcast, Fireline. Will probably break on explosions, but let's get it done. Mana factor. Fireline does not have a next stage, so it doesn't even need it, I believe. Or does it? Did not change it yet to a Spellmaker object. Do I need this? I think for a moment. I will need it for the tool chain, so I should. Mana factor and tool chain. Okay. Tool chain string array. Okay. Now I have after color. I have the mana factor and I have the tool chain. And here I am Spellmaker tool fireline. Then like this. Two errors. Take ability object. Cast next stage. Spellcast mana factor. I did not add the tool chain yet. But it is in here. Both are in here. The mana factor is in here. Ability object, I am Spellmaker turret, so he's complaining about this one. Didn't I change it? No. This should break. Just need a radius. This is everything. And I need mana factor, tool chain. Mana factor I already have. Tool chain string. Okay. You have to break. Tool chain I hope was after mana factor. Spellmaker tool turret. I have mana factor number. The object explode, and this one cannot handle it yet. And I'm down to 0 errors. And I have no idea if this works. So this still works. Now the question is, does my game state character players 0 character? Let's click through here. Spellmaker. Great tools. Great tools. Lightning is level 11. Yes, it gets level. Okay. The mana factor does not have any influence yet, because it's always 1, regardless. And what is next if still everything works? So I am interested in dirt, orbit, explode. What? No. Here, this is what I want. Okay. Cast a few. Could do new spell, switch. I am interested in Fireline, proximity, the wrong stage. The next stage I have Fireline. And staging tool, seek, cast a few, pew. Tragic. But this seemed to work. What else? Delete breaks. I have something. Current autocast spell type. This confuses me. Is this related to what I changed? I don't need the breakpoint. He will automatically call an inception. It's just at all. I have new spell. I go and I delete. New spell. What was it even? Tick ability. Ability Spellmaker. Tick. Autocast spell. It was spell type autocast. Okay. So I had spell 1, but it was only shortly on autocast. Orbit myself. Next stage. Put lightning in again. Cast the second one. I think it was disabled. I go to the next stage. I have an explosion here. No, wrong stage. I delete. Not good enough. Okay, let's keep it active. Explosion and I delete. Still not. Also list Mark game crash with autocast. This line was the problem. Let's copy this. Online. Being undefined. Being? I have no idea. Okay, this is ignored. It's currently somewhat working. This is what I'm working on. Solution. When the tool is doing damage, it levels on. Continue. Mana factor to be calculated and used. Levels for all. Tool chain needs to be filled to determine which tool gets damage contribution. Okay. My time is... I don't have much time left. I have a somewhat working version currently. Okay, I will play one round and see if it works. And then I'm fine. Let's go white for big enemies. Spellmaker. I always start with lightning. And just do big lightning damage and go this. It jumps. I have usage for these. Or do I want Seeker? Maybe Seeker. Want to go... But I have no... Seeker Lightning doesn't work. Autocast I could use. Autocast... Feel like it... my lightning is incorrect. Can I delete? I can delete. Lightning. It was not the minimum. Oh, it doesn't jump. Okay. Proximity fireline explosion. I mean, with proximity I could... I have Seeker and proximity and lightning. But I think it costs more mana, so it's not useful. Orbiter. Now I have everything, I believe. Oops. Autocast off. Delete stuff. I have Not turret is missing. Proximity? This could also. I never did this, but let's try. Etching tool, and I put lightning in. But they don't last as long. Okay. It works, but it's not really. Okay, now I have turret. Delete, go away from autocast. Okay, I was wondering what happens here. Turret, mana, orbiter, stage 2, fire lightning. Go on autocast. Please fill. Ouch, oh god. Okay, now I could technically wait here for 2, 3. Okay, this should be enough. Don't get me. Okay, perfect. Okay, I am in time. I went to this mode. I just restart, reload to be sure. On my test replace. Everything should still work because nothing is tested. Well, what I'm working on is not part of a test. Everything works. What is what I expect? Okay, perfect. Then this work in progress. Spellmaker. Oh god, what is it? Tool levels. This is work in progress. Work in progress. Tool levels. Okay, let's call it this way. Push it so it gets deployed. And with this, I come to an end for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.